Hi there, it's Skyward Shield. Welcome to a new Smite video. Today we're going over the patch notes for patch 4.8. Happy trees! And I can't believe it. We're going up in the world, boys. Because in the old days, we couldn't actually go through with copyright stuff. For example, you can't have the Pokemon like Shen skin. Ironic I mentioned him. Or in this case, we couldn't have Bob Ross. It would have said Rob Boss or something. Or just, actually not say his name, but be as close as you can. But no, we have actually Bob Ross Sylvanas. This came out of left field for me. And let me tell you, this patch is also becoming one of my favorite patches. It seems they're getting better with the patch notes, although the execution is something that needs to be pointed out and criticized, as is the note with the last patch for console players, which they know all about how broken that is. That is a very bad job. And then for us, it was when with Smite Cart couldn't even actually play it when it was supposed to come out. But anyway, even then it was a hot mess. So anyway, let's get into it. We have some skins: Bob Ross Sylvanas and Queensguard Erlang Shen.
Let's get crazy.
For Queen and Country!
Love the dog. Love the dog. It's great. It's good. Anyway, next up, Cosmic Soul and Vizier Thought. I think it's Vizier. And let me tell you something. That I just looked at this thing again, and it looks like a goddamn Nitro from Toriko. I don't know if you've watched Toriko, which you should. Great anime, although Toei fucked it up so bad. Like if you think super quality is bad, this is bad in terms of just an overall product. They ruined it, not the show. I thought Toriko was a great show to watch, especially if you love food. But anyway, let's get into the voice packs for these gods.
Where I am from, no one can hear you scream.
Their death has been foretold.
It is incredible. Nitro Thoth, that's what I'm gonna call him now. Like some people think it's like an engine joke, but no, it's not. Anyway, Kuzumbo gets a new skin, Honor-Bound Kuzumbo. I don't know if you call this a tier 2 or a tier 3. It doesn't have a voice pack change. Same god, but in a Sengoku style era armor set. Looks good on him though. And then Obey Thanatos, considering Obey Wan. Next, new emote for Kuzumbo. I believe it's his victory animation, which I haven't seen, because I haven't actually played him yet. And I call myself a support guy. And new avatar, Cutesy Scylla. That actually looks really good. Way too happy, and she is a lot worse than you think. She is a monster. Anyway, god achievements. Easiest achievements in the fucking game, if you ask me. As Ganesha, silence 3 or more enemies with single cast of the Om ability. And Pacifist, as Ganesh, give 1 or more kills to an ally. God typo there. It's like, okay, that's so easy. It would have been nice to, like, it would have made sense if here's an actual hard achievement. As Ganesh, give 1 or more kills to every allied god at some point in the game. Basically, you gotta help a duo laner, your ADC get one, your mid, your jungler, and your solo laner get a kill. That's actually challenging. Although Joust could break that. Now, I Twitch the Bob Ross event. The Bob Ross bundles includes his skin, which is limited, loading frame, loading screen skin, and paint splatter jump stamp. This is only 700 gems, apparently, according to one of the guys. So if that's true and it sticks, that is a really good deal. I don't know why you wouldn't get on that. I actually think it's a really good bundle, if that's 700. Anything more than 1,000 and I scratch my head. But come on, Bob Ross! Items, bug fixes, Phantom Veil, yeah. General balance, this is just a PTS thing. All you need to know is that it's going to be easier to level up from 1 to 2. But it'll be a little bit harder to get to 2 to 3 and then 2 to 4. 3 to 4. Actually, no, it's going to be really easy to get 3 to 4. What am I saying? Unless that's a typo. Gold Fury is going to be harder to kill from the beginning. He's going to get, and they're going to give less gold at the beginning. But as time goes along, it'll go back to how it should be. God fixes, you could look at that yourself. Item changes, this is the important stuff. Emperor's Mail, getting a buff, increased physical protections from 30 to 40, increased passive ally tower attack speed buff from 30% to 40%. That actually might make people pick it up a little bit more. Again, I can see the solo laner really wanting this, or the the support only if it's a mostly physical team, like say they're almost all physical but safe for the mid laner. Hasten Vitalis getting a huge nerf in a way. It just increased in cost from 2300 to 2600. It used to be really cheap. Now it actually costs quite the penny for what it does. However, it will get a buff in attack speed from 20% to 25%, so it is not something you'll rush second as a hunter most likely. Maybe if you're Kali still, you kind of have to pick this up. So rip Kali if you absolutely need it in your core. Shogun's Kasari getting a debuff or a little bit of nerf in magical protections from 60 to 50, but it's 200 gold cheaper, and it has an attack speed aura increase from 15% to 25%. That's a big deal. And God changes. Oh God, my friend who plays Ares is going to be happy because this fucker just got another buff. Increased base physical protections from 17 to 30 to start. That is incredible. This guy's going to bully the lane so much better now. Chronos stop time, increased base damage from 40 to 120 to now 50 to 130, and rewind, decreased cooldown from 120 seconds to 80 to now 100 to 80. So Chronos is back in it because, you know, the physical hunters were like, wah, magical hunters, this are so mean. Not anymore. And speaking of the physical hunters, Izanami, Fade Away is now costs from 90 to 70 to just a flat 70 at all ranks. Jingwei, Agility, adjusted cooldown from 20 to 16 seconds, now 18 to 16 seconds. Now provides 10 to 30 physical power and 20% movement speed on use. This effect is increased from 20 to 40 physical power and 30% movement speed while used in the air. Really good. That's really good for her. I'm surprised they didn't touch her passive. Kukulkan for Whirlwind, getting a freaking mana cost reduction from 70 to 120 to now 70 to 90. Jeez, that's not fun. Raven getting a 10-head Shadow Fist, getting a decreased base damage from 120 to 260 to now 100 to 260. Basically, the early portions is weakened. And Mystic Rush, decreased damage reduction from 50% to 40%. Serket. Oh, as you see something below there, that gets me excited. Serket, Catalyst, decreased bonus damage from 2 poisons, 15 to now 10% of target's maximum health. And then Last Breath, now it's actually adjusted properly. Her early game is bad, but so just to keep that as a bit of a note. To 210 to now 690. Those are still weird numbers, but okay, boys, this is something I'm pounding the table. I'm really glad for. Sun Wukong, Goku's back. Make Goku great again. I'm already excited with Dragon Ball Super because we're about to make Gohan great again. Now we're getting Goku getting a frickin' buff in this game. I am excited. Sun Wukong's Magic Cudgel increased physical power scaling 50% to 60%, and then Master's Will increased physical power scaling 50% to 65%. I am erect. I am excited. Let's go, boys. Sun Wukong, Sun Blue Kong, the era of Sun Wukong is coming back. Though I shouldn't be wishing for that because the minute he gets overplayed in the SPL, they're gonna nerf him to the ground. Don't do that, Irez. Don't screw over my favorite gods. Don't screw over my mains. Then finally, speaking of gods that get screwed over, Terra's Blessing, decreased movement speed buff from 30% to 20%. I swear, they find new reasons to nerf her every single day. But other than that, great patch notes. I am excited. Bob Ross is good. We have the Nitro Thaw. The soul looks really beautiful. Erlingshin has a dog. Sengoku era Kuzenbo. Cutesy Scylla and Ares getting a buff, and Sun Wukong getting a buff. I am very happy. It's a short patch, technically, but it was really good. And I hate to end it on a bad note, but as people may know, I also want to point this one out too. Allied from Team Luminosity has passed away after a strong fight with cancer. I will say I don't know much about him. I know the icon, which I have, and in fact I'm keeping it as my Smite icon for a good chunk of the month, possibly the whole month, in honor of him. From what I've heard and what I've seen, this guy was a very nice person, a very respectable man who was a positive player in the era of salt and toxicity, which I have contributed more times than I should have. it was good to see that there are some positive people no matter what. I'm no positive person, but you know what? I'll respect it when it's doing when people are positive when they need to be. And from what I see, this guy had great character. May he rest in peace. I hope things get better for his family, his friends, his teammates, and Team Luminosity. No doubt, Team Luminosity is going to get a huge heaping of support for considering they lost one of the. I would say they lost one of the hearts of their team. So, yeah. I know it ended on a bad note, but in case if you do want the Allied Strong icon, all you need to do is go into the game, go to the store and the redeem section, and type in #Allied Strong. I think you need to capitalize the A and the S. Just do that to be safe, and you should get an Allied Strong icon. Put it on there. Show your respect for a man who fought cancer, because cancer is horrific. I have lost a family member to cancer. I think a lot of people have. It's such a problematic thing that humans have to face, and we need to take it out so no one else could suffer through like that. But anyway, I know it ended on a bad note, but yeah, let's just be happy trees because Bob Ross Sylvanas is there for you. Bob Ross is there. In fact, he's gone, but you know what? He wants us to keep smiling, so we should do the same. But anyway, that'll do it for this video. You have any questions about the pageant, feel free to share. Just let's discuss it. Of course, that'll do it for me. I will see you guys in another video.